Hello, my name is Ethnicities. I am the president and founder of Woke. People call me Jimmy because Jumoke might be hard because my family's from Nigeria, but Woke stands for Awakening Our Knowledge of Ethnicity. So the idea sparked me in, let's say, December of my freshman year. I realized that when it comes to South, the actual meaning of diversity was misconstrued. Growing up, I grew up in a Nigerian household, so diversity was something that was pretty prominent in my house. I had a lot of friends from various backgrounds, and I wanted to basically replicate that at South, because some people, one of the main problems is lack of community, and then also it's hard for them to find their niche or the diverse people, because when we find diversity, we find different perspectives, and that's something I love. So the goal of Woke is to bring people from all walks of life and let them have a seat at the table to talk about where they're from and their beliefs and things like that. So yeah, that's Woke in a nutshell. Today is our first Welcome Social. It's the first event that Woke basically put on by itself, or by ourselves. And this social is to highlight any questions that maybe people have of Woke, to really for people to see like the president, the e-board, really see who we are as individuals and see how diverse our e-board is. And then on top of that, since September starts Hispanic Heritage, the goal for this event is to really shine a light on different Latin American communities, because just because you're Hispanic doesn't mean you're just Mexican. Hispanic can be Guatemalan, it can be Ecuadorian, it can be so many things. So it's here to just inform people and then also bring people together, have community, have music, have a good time. So, yeah.
So Woke is a new organization at South Alabama. It stands for Awakening Our Knowledge of Ethnicities, and for me personally, Woke means having a seat at the table for individuals. We're really defining what diversity and inclusion actually means, and at this event today we're celebrating Latin American Heritage Month, and so students are able to learn about different cultures, about cultures that they didn't know, or about cultures that they had preconceptions about. And so they're able to celebrate that with food, which is always a common goal that students gather around. So the world that we live in is ever changing and ever evolving, and I think it's important, especially in this climate, especially in this era of life that we're in right now in our world. I believe it's important for people to know, of course we have differences, and of course we can respect those differences, but we're able to celebrate our similarities at the same time, which I feel like is something that today's society we have shied away from.
And my favorite was the churro. My favorite was the churro too. I like the salsa.
So we have brought people from different countries, and they're going to talk about their background and the country itself. And we're going to have some food from Roosters and Rios as well. It's important because it gives us a better knowledge of the people that we're living with and the people that we interact with on a daily basis. Because we're all from like different parts of the world, but like, you know, it's just important to know that. South is diverse to an extent. It has a better amount of diversity than other colleges, so I think it's pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah, I like the tamales a lot.
I think that we spend a great deal of time ostracizing each other or othering each other, finding ways to find differences and picking out those differences and using those differences to make case systems or make systems that are not supportive. I think as a community, as a world, we should actually be spending more time working together instead of working apart. So I think it's a great idea for us to find more about each other. It's hard for us to demean or to feel bad about or to hurt people who we are connected to. So if we spend time finding out about others' ethnicities, and we spend time working to love each other. I'm hoping to learn more about myself from learning about the differences in others, and taking those and figuring out what I can learn and how I can be a better steward of our country, a better steward of our world, a better steward of our community, a better steward of our earth. So I'm trying to really find out about me, and I think that's one of the things that we should all be working on, is finding out more about ourselves. And then we find out about ourselves, we find out how we have hurt others, and look for other ways to better ourselves so that we can stop or prevent ourselves from continuing a legacy of hurt and harm.
So one thing I've realized, and people have told me since I started this organization, is the turnout rate for people. like you can have big organizations and they barely have that many people there. So for me, we tried to make it a goal to really make an event that's tailored to just chilling out, relaxing, and then also like educating people about diversity, but also capturing their attention. So when it comes to turnout, I'm just blessed for it, if I'm gonna be honest. We put a goal 50. I don't know if we reached that. I don't know if we exceeded that. I don't know. We just literally just try to do our best to inform people and put things out there. We just want to create a community where there's music and people are enjoying what they're doing. So that's what we hope to do here.